Hello, HB Woodlawn. We are looking forward to the next few months of learning. We're also looking forward to having some of our students back in the building. Our 6th and ninth graders doing hybrid will start the week of March 9th, and the rest of our hybrid students will start the week of March 16th. We hope this video answers many of your questions and maybe makes you laugh a little bit too.
If you're coming into the building for hybrid, please plan ahead. The night before you arrive at school, please charge your APS device. Please pack your headphones and please pack an extra mask. You can bring a filled water bottle, which you'll be able to refill at school. You should make a plan to either buy lunch from the cafeteria or pack and bring your own lunch. There are no off-campus privileges for students. Everyone at school will wear a mask except while eating breakfast or lunch.
All families need to complete the health screening survey every day, Monday through Friday, before students arrive at school. You will need to show proof of completion of this survey upon entry at school. Students who are sick or experiencing COVID-like symptoms should stay home.
If you are taking the bus to school, there are a set of protocols that you will need to follow. APS has made several videos about this, but essentially you will have your temperature taken and your screening questions reviewed before you get on the bus. When you get to school, you will come in on the same side of the building, on the field side that you would have last year. You'll come up to the building and you'll enter the doors by Casey's office. At that time, you'll go in and wait in the atrium or the cafeteria until class starts. If you are riding the bus, your schedule and the route information will be available in Parent View next week.
If you are a student who is arriving by car, you must be dropped off on Wilson Boulevard. Students will remain at their vehicles until their temperature is taken and you have been able to show a staff member your health screener. If you are a student who walks, bikes, drives themselves, or takes public transportation, you will follow the same process at the same Wilson Boulevard door. Please plan to arrive no earlier than 8:45. Between 8:45 and 9:15, you'll be asked to wait in the atrium or cafeteria until class starts. Remember that we are not using lockers for coats and bags, so please make sure that you can carry everything you are bringing with you each day.
Masks must be worn at all times, except to eat breakfast or lunch, and social distancing should be observed. Please do your best to adhere to 6 feet of distance between you and other passersby on the stairs and in the hallways. Our hallways and stairs will have markings that help with this process. Elevators will not be used by students during the day.
Now you get to class. Your time in class will look different depending on your teacher and the content area. Regardless of what class you're in, your desks will be 6 feet apart and all students and teachers will keep their masks on while they are in the classroom. We will be doing something called concurrent instruction. So whether you're hybrid or virtual, you will be working together during that class period. So if you're in school, you might have some time where you are not on your computer and you are just watching what the teacher is doing or seeing something that's on the smartboard. At other times, you might be talking to your classmates that are in the class or talking with classmates who are virtual that day.
Obviously, the whole class cannot go to the restroom at once, as social distancing won't be able to be observed. But yes, you can excuse yourself to use the restroom. You know what they say, when you gotta go, you gotta go. The restrooms can hold a maximum of 4 students, and some stalls and sinks will be blocked off to continue to observe social distancing rules. And remember, wash your hands very well.
At the end of class, you will need to clean your seat, desk, and any classroom supplies you used using wipes that are located in each classroom. Then, you'll proceed to your next class, keeping your mask on, following the floor wayfinding markings, and remaining socially distanced.
As you've all heard, lunch is going to be a little different this year. So, you've heard us say it a couple times, but We will not be able to go off campus, nor will we be able to order pizza or other food from nearby restaurants. So you have two options. You should either plan to bring your lunch or to get a lunch that's being provided by the cafeteria. Regardless of where you get your lunch, cafeteria or bringing it from home, our hope is that on almost all days, our students will be able to eat outside, socially distanced on our terraces. So most days that will be the plan, that students will take their lunch outside, or if they prefer to remain inside, they can be in the cafeteria or the atrium at one of these desks you see set up in our cafeteria.
Sometimes it's gonna rain. And on rainy days, we're gonna have a little bit of a different lunch schedule. And so, lunch on rainy days will look like this. Our youngest students in grades 6 through 9 at 12:10 will begin their lunch in the cafeteria and atrium from 12:10 to 12:35, while our oldest students in grades 10, 11, and 12 will spend time in the auditorium or socially distanced in upstairs hallways with masks on. At 12:35, these two groups will switch, and our youngest students will go to the auditorium or into spots in the upstairs hallways that are socially distanced, while our oldest students eat in the cafeteria or atrium. We will announce whether it's a rainy day schedule well before lunch and make sure everybody knows the plan.
TA and I block are also going to look different this year. During TA, everyone should go to their TA. During I block or town meeting, you will remain with your F block teacher. Before school starts for hybrid, you will receive a list of where each of your classes will be meeting for the next few months.
If you don't feel well before you get to school, you should definitely talk to your parents so that they can help you make a decision. If you have a fever, you're vomiting, diarrhea, stay home. If you have any COVID-like symptoms, you should stay home, or if you fail your screener that you take in the morning. It's important to stay home if you don't feel well so that we can keep our Love HB community healthy. If a student develops COVID-like symptoms during the day, they will go to an isolation room to be evaluated. They will not go to the clinic. The clinic will be reserved for more routine care, like injuries, getting an ice pack, medication administration, etc. If you normally take medication in the clinic during the day, you'll stick with that same routine while observing social distance practices. We also wanted to take this time to introduce two new people in our clinic. Our new school nurse is Ashley, and our new clinic aide is Tiara. So if you see them in the hallways, please make sure you say hi and welcome them to HB Woodlawn.
Many of our students in high school have free blocks during the day, and a free block does not mean a free-for-all. If you have a free block during C, D, E, and F block, students are welcomed to sit in the atrium or in the cafeteria, observing a 6-foot distance between them and others. Students should keep their masks on, and students may not go off campus to grab a snack or drink. Some high school students might have a free block during H block, and when you get a list of where your classes meet in the very near future, you will know where to go for your free block because you will have a designated location. For high school students who have free blocks during A or B blocks, they may opt to arrive at 10:50 with parental permission. If you have a free block at G or H block, you may go home with parental permission. In both cases, you would need to have your own transportation.
In addition, students may wonder where they can hang out during the time at school. Along with the atrium and other places Graham mentioned, you'd be able to spend time on 3 of our 4 terraces, observing social distancing and wearing a mask. The 3rd floor terrace and the field are closed at this time due to repair work.
So we've made it to the end of the day. You will leave by the same door that you used when you arrived. So if you walk, bike, scooter, have a parent picking you up, or you drive yourself, please use the door on Wilson Boulevard. For our bus riders, you will be called to the bus in groups. So you'll stay in your G or your H block location until you hear an announcement that your bus has arrived. You'll head out the doors near Casey's office, observing 6-foot distancing, and have a great ride home.
If you're coming in late or leaving early, you should plan to use the office entrance. We'll also give you a chance to say hi to Vanessa and Kathy, who will be working in the main office. If you have an appointment during the day and you need to leave for a class period and then return, please exit and return through that same office door. Remember that we need an adult to excuse you from class for it to be an excused absence.
So what you can see here is a chart of who will be in the building when. Students, unfortunately, cannot just come to the building on whichever day they choose. In order to maintain social distancing, students have been divided into groups. And 1/3 of HB Woodlawn students will be 100% virtual. The other 2/3 will be in the building 2 days a week, and virtual another 2 days a week. Everyone will continue to have asynchronous and virtual Mondays. If you need to pick something up from the school, please make sure that your teacher has the item ready for you and in the office before stopping by. And if you're doing a pickup of materials, please use the main office entrance.
And again, please remember that everyone is going to wear a mask while they're at school, while they're on the bus, and while they're at the bus stop. The mask you are wearing should cover your nose and your mouth at the same time, and neck gaiters are not permitted as a mask at school. Please make sure you bring an extra mask in your backpack. If you forget, we will have a clean mask for you to use.
So whether you are remaining virtual or coming back to school hybrid, we look forward to the next few months of living and learning with each other. Have a great afternoon. See you soon, HB.